Hey guys, what's up? This is The Pitch, and I'm your host, John Fox, alongside here with Beatoms and Mitch Sabatelli. Hey guys, what's up? This is The Pitch, and I'm your host, John Fox, alongside here with Beatoms and Mitch Sabatelli. We want to thank all the fans out there and all the subscribers. We have 504, I think, right now. And we have over 10,000 total upload views. So we just want to take the time to thank all you viewers, to thank everybody who watches.
What is this, like week 16? Week 15?
Yes, this is week 16.
Week 16?
Week
4 months
16.
into it. Not bad.
All right, so we're going to jump right into the NFL. We'll touch upon Auburn and other sports in the second segment. But for right now, we're just going to talk about Seattle taking down the defending Super Bowl champion Saints 41-36.
Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck coming back from nowhere,
Oh
4
my
touchdowns.
God.
It's that house. Seattle house is ridiculous. I love those fans, like we said last episode. New Orleans had too much to play for. You know, they were the defending Super Bowl champions. They're facing a 7-9 team. They have everything to lose, and they did it. Seattle comes out with a ton of energy. Matt Hasselbeck's leading everybody in the field. Brandon Stokely, of all people, is showing up. Mike Williams, Ben Almumano, everybody was showing up, and Seattle just handed them a tough loss.
I don't even know what happened, to be honest with you. I mean, I didn't even bother watching this game because I figured the Saints were just going to blow them out. It would be boring. But,
Yeah.
I heard that they were winning by like 11 at one point, and I was like, I didn't even know what to say. So, I mean, I give them props for winning, but I mean...
If you saw it, Seattle's fans were all over the place. They were
I saw the highlights.
They were pumped up for this thing. They were everywhere. You know, Matt Hasselbeck was pumped up. I thought they were going to go Charlie Whitehurst. They surprised me and went Hasselbeck, and Hasselbeck had the game of his season.
Well, why wouldn't they?
4 touchdowns. I know. He got in the Super Bowl before. 4 touchdowns. Great quarterback rating. Terrific performance by Hasselbeck. Terrific performance by Seattle's offense. Not as much defense, but offense was solid. 41 points against New Orleans.
I think they just wanted to come out and prove that
they should be there.
That they should be here.
You know, they're 7-9. They had a lot to prove. You know, if they lost, it was like, oh, who cares? They're 7-9. They're playing against the defending Super Bowl champion. If they win, they make a huge statement. And now they have a favorable matchup. Who they actually did they beat Chicago early in the season? I think they did. And now they're facing Chicago in the playoffs. I don't know. Should we start it?
Yep. Do you think they're going to beat the Bears or not?
Brian?
Want to take it?
I don't know. I thought they were going to get killed last week, and you know, I think the Saints are a lot better than the Bears.
I do too.
I mean, the Bears, you know, they looked like a high school team against the Patriots, and then, I don't know. I think Seattle has a shot at this one, to be honest with you.
I do too. I still like Chicago. It's at Chicago, at Soldier Field in that cold weather. But Chicago, I think Jay Cutler's going to have a pretty good game. I know Seattle's defense wasn't too good last game. Jay Cutler has a lot to prove. He needs to step up and really show that he's the quarterback, a future quarterback of this team. I think he's going to try to do all in his power to have a really good game. I think you're going to see Knox step up, Hester step up. A lot of the fans are really good in Soldier. They're going to try to pump up the crowd. And that defense is led by Urlacher. That's a pretty solid defense. I think they can shut down. I think they have a better defense than the Saints, and I think they're going to put up less points.
I think if Seattle can get their running game going, you know, like Marshawn Lynch stepping it up again.
Marshawn Lynch,
he had a great game.
Great game, a touchdown, 140 yards, and I think the run of the season really. That he juked a few guys, broke a few tackles.
He broke like 10 tackles or something like that.
Not 10, but like 3. But still, it was serious
they
stuff.
They did like a count or something on all the people that he broke tackles and missed or whatever.
I don't know. If you haven't seen this, type in Marshawn Lynch, YouTube, whatever. That was a great run. Really handed it to the Saints. Look for Marshawn Lynch to have another pretty good game. You know, they're probably going to rely on him. He had a breakout performance last week. I think Hasselbeck's going to use him a little bit more until he can trust his arm, until the fans get down. And Seattle has a really good outing at the beginning. I look for Marshawn Lynch to be that X factor for them to do that. But like I said, Chicago I think has a better D than New Orleans. I don't think Seattle's going to be putting up 41 points this time. And I'm going to go Chicago 28-18.
Yeah, I as much as I want to pick Seattle in this game, I don't like Chicago, you know, and I honestly don't think they should have had a bye, but that's a topic for later or something. But I mean,
I mean, the Patriots absolutely destroyed them. They
yeah.
they don't look like a bye team. You know,
I can see like the Packers, and
Atlanta,
the Eagles,
Pittsburgh, New England, they're all big time teams this year. I don't know how Chicago even got there. I thought Philly was going to be there, and we'll touch on Philly later. But you know, Chicago, I don't think I think they're a little overrated right now, and I think it's a pretty favorable matchup for Seattle to actually win again. But I think if they do win, that would be their last win for the season. It was a great run, great last couple of games against the Rams.
Can you picture them being in the Super Bowl?
They got to the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah, but this team now,
Yeah.
7-9, making the Super
Yep.
Bowl.
You look at the Cardinals a couple years ago against the Steelers. They had not as bad as
They were like 9-7 or something.
I think they were 9-7. Same week division. They
They
came
have a
out.
respectable team.
They did. Kurt Warner. We all know about the receivers.
Anquan Boldin, Larry
Yeah,
Fitzgerald.
They came back
Decent running
and
game.
they almost won that. They almost won that series. I don't think that's going to happen again.
No.
But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I'm going Chicago 31-28.
31-28.
What you were saying about Chicago having lost to the Seahawks earlier, our producer informed us that it was a 23-20 loss.
Yeah.
So just getting that out there.
So
Now-
Seattle did win, right?
Yeah, Seattle did win. All right.
So who knows? Maybe they can do it again.
Or the Bears could be looking for revenge.
Sure. We'll see.
All right, staying in the NFC, Green Bay, who took down Michael Vick, who many thought would win it all.
Michael Vick. That's huge news for the Patriots. Actually.
Green Bay is heading to Atlanta now. Thoughts on this, Mitch?
You know, Atlanta's great at home. Green Bay, I don't think they're as good on the road. Look, Atlanta hasn't failed me much this season. I'm going to go Atlanta again. I don't like the Packers running game. I know they did pretty good last week, but I think it's going to be too much Atlanta in this one. At home, great showing against Philly, but Atlanta with that offense, too tough to beat. I know Clay Matthews there. I know Charles Woodson is there. Matt Ryan looks like an elite quarterback in this, a top 7-5 quarterback in this league right now. I'd say Matt Ryan is a great leader, very poised in the
You can make
pocket.
the same case for Aaron Rodgers.
You could, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers is that team. I'm just saying Matt Ryan. A lot of people might not know. A lot of people hear about Roddy Wright. I think Matt Ryan's a top 5 quarterback, even top 5 quarterback in this league. He's a terrific
It's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement. He's really poised in the pocket. This guy can find anybody. Tony Gonzalez, Roddy White. I think Tony Gonzalez is going to have a big game because I think Roddy White might be shut down by Charles Woodson. But I look for Atlanta, led by Mike Smith, and that hometown crowd. I think Atlanta's going to prevail.
I think Michael Turner's going to have a huge game this season.
Michael Turner, yeah.
I could picture him having 125 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I think that's ultimately going to bring Atlanta over the top of the Packers because, if the Packers were at home, it might be a different situation.
Yeah.
But I don't see them beating Atlanta at home.
Yeah. I think it's too much Michael Turner in this game. And one thing is, we're gonna see. I just talked about how Matt Ryan's really poised in the pocket. We're gonna see how he can fare against Clay Matthews, a dominant pass rusher. That O-line has to really step up this game. And but I think they will. I think it's gonna be too much home field advantage. I'm gonna go Atlanta, 28-14.
I think the key in this game is to always give Matt Ryan someone that can bail him out.
Yeah.
Have Turner, right there in case he needs to just dump it off and see if he can make something happen. Because if Matthews gets through, he's screwed. So,
the Packers are an experienced team. I think if you find a running game, if you find a passing game, stick with that through the whole game until it starts not working out. If Michael Turner starts having a good game, keep with him. But yeah, I think it's going to be Atlanta. What's your score?
Well, I honestly think Atlanta's defense is a little underrated.
I do too.
Because, they're not the greatest, but they're not horrible either.
Curtis Lofton, a big breakout star this year as a cornerback. Brent Grimes, he's a shutdown corner in this league.
Yeah.
A big ball hawk. He's going to make big plays. I think he's going to be on Greg Jennings. That's another thing we haven't talked about. Greg Jennings is going to be the outlook guy for Aaron Rodgers the whole game. And I look for if Green Bay can win, it's going to have to go with Donald Driver in the running game. I think somebody like Kuhn's going to have to step up in the running game, or Donald Driver, because Brent Grimes I think can shut out Greg Jennings, and Donald Lee might have to have a pretty good game. But I think Green Bay doesn't have that kind of firepower they had at the beginning of the season with Grant and Jermichael Finley, which is a shame because on paper they look really good at the start of the season.
I'm saying Atlanta 24-20.
24-20? I like that too.
All right, moving on to the AFC. First matchup, Baltimore at Pittsburgh, a defensive showdown. That's going to be.
I think this might be the best game this week. I know a lot of people are talking Patriots Jets, but the last 4 times these teams met, the game's been decided by 4 points or less. and they're split 2-2.
Which
So,
shows a lot about the defense.
I mean, it was like 23, 20,
Big
2017.
really underrated rivalry in this league right now.
It's almost too hard to pick which team's going to win. But I don't know. I'm still undecided, honestly.
I think the home field's a big advantage here with the terrible towels all over the place. I think Pittsburgh's the fans really step up. I think Mike Tomlin's gonna coach everybody up. Big Ben's more experience than Joe Flacco.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yep.
I think that's gonna be the key here.
Yep.
Is that Ben's been here. He's won the Super Bowl. He's done it all. So I think his experience is really gonna take the Steelers' offense over Baltimore's offense, because it's really going to depend on that, because these two teams are almost equal.
These two, like you just said, these two teams are very, very equal. Their
offense is
Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis, James Harrison, Ed Reed. It's almost interchangeable right now, and they're you can almost break it down similar. But one big thing is Baltimore's corners. Josh Wilson and Ladarius Webb, Chris Carr aren't as good as Brian McFadden and Ike Taylor. So I look for Mike Wallace and Hines Ward to have good games right now, and that's what they're going to have to do. Mike Wallace is really emerging as a top wide receiver in this league right now, and I think Big Ben's going to rely on him. He's going to rely on guys like Keith Miller, guys like Rashard Mendenhall. There's too much firepower for Pittsburgh right now, and I actually think the defense might be a little bit better. But I think the biggest advantage for Pittsburgh right now is Big Ben over Joe Flacco. I think that's going to get it done. And one thing is, Ray Rice, I don't think as good as he was last year. I think Pittsburgh can shut him down. I think the fans are going to be all over the place. And I'd really like Pittsburgh to win this. I think Baltimore will have more matchup problems down the road for the Patriots. So I really would want Pittsburgh to win this game. I think they're going to pull it out thanks to Ben Roethlisberger, who I think is going to have a big day. Mike Wallace, too. And I'm going to say Pittsburgh 28-21.
Can't argue that. I think it might even be a little more low scoring. I think I'm going to go 24-21.
Yeah, the only thing is playoffs really play it up. I think that...
but that's going to step it up for the defense, too.
Yeah, true. But I think Big Ben, he's going to lead his team down the field with that experience, and I think he's going to put out some major numbers. I think Joe Flacco's going to come up a little bit short. I don't know, I like 28-21. What do you like?
24-21. I think the trend's going to continue.
Okay.
All right, now we have a little less than 3 minutes here to talk about the game of the week. The Jets at the New England Patriots.
This one we might have to go into the next segment a little bit.
Okay, now, Brian, you would like to talk about some of the trash talk that's been going on.
It's been very interesting. Rex Ryan came out earlier in the week and said that Tom Brady, he's not as good as Peyton Manning when it comes to scheming against other teams and watching tapes. And
Tony Cromartie called Tom Brady an
asshole.
Yeah, asshole.
And Rex Ryan also said it's going to come down to coaching.
And Bill Belichick actually replied and said, "Hey, he might have a little bit more power, a little bit more strength. I think I got him in quickness," which actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was. And then Wes Welker of all people attacking Rex Ryan and his foot fetish. I thought that was the greatest thing, because you never hear a Patriot player go back at another team.
Yeah, what the Jets are trying to do is they're trying to be the anti-Bill Belichick. What they want to do is make as much media as they can so Bill Belichick can open his mouth, say something stupid, and get any attention away from the Patriots. What the Patriots are trying to do is trying to stay low, really game plan, but instead the Jets are, Rex Ryan's an anti-Bill Belichick. He's going to try to talk everybody up. He's probably telling Cromartie to say all this stuff, tell Revis to say all this stuff.
He backed Cromartie up.
Yeah, he did.
I mean...
And that's the Jets' game. They want the Patriots to talk, and right now, Bill Belichick told all his players to shut up, don't say anything. He'll do the talking for the team, which really I don't think he should even be talking either. I think they should just wait till the game Sunday and just settle on the field Sunday. But the Jets are doing a good job in the media right now. As for the game, I think it's going to be too much Patriots, too much Tom Brady, too much weapons, actually. Throw to Earl Revis, who I think by far is the best defensive player in this game today. You look at his stats, no interceptions, but that's because nobody throws him the ball. He shut out Reggie Wayne last week. You throw him on Welker, you still got Branch, you got Aaron Hernandez, you got Ron Gronkowski, you got Danny Woodhead, you got Jarvis Green Ellis, who's a 1,000-yard runner, and Tom Brady having the season of his life right now. And I think that defense is stepping up, and I think Mark Sanders is going to crumble under pressure in cold weather, in the Razor. I think it's going to be all Gillette. Fans need to step up. One thing I hate about Boston sports, I love Boston sports when it comes to fans with the Red Sox, Patriots, it's all like upper class. It's all like people have the money. I want them to really step up and really cheer this team because this team's doing some great things up
I
there.
don't mean to cut you off, but do you think we should cut now and
Yes.
come back?
Yes.
Yeah, because I have a lot to say too. So
We'll be back in the second segment, so be prepared.
see ya.